So welcome back to Rock Solid Motorsports. Today we're going to introduce to you the newest addition to the Rock Solid inventory in this awesome 1992 Cadillac Allante convertible. And these Allantes were just kind of a unique project from Cadillac, a unique offering in the 90s. I mean, it was the first two-seater roadster offered by Cadillac since the 1930s. And they're just a real neat looking car. I mean, real sharp lines on these, and the bodies on these cars were manufactured by Pininfarina and then shipped over to Detroit to be assembled. And this one here is a very nice driver quality example of these Allantes. It has about 62,000 miles showing on the odometer. It's a two-owner example and with a lot of recent service. I mean, it's a great driving car as well as just a great looking automobile. So now we'll go grab the other camera and take it for a test drive. For the AC today.
Not every day you get to drive a two-seater convertible Cadillac.
Nope. So yeah, now we're gonna go for a test drive in that awesome 1992 Cadillac Allante. Which, like Dad said, I mean, it was the first two-seater roadster that Cadillac offered since like the 1930s, like, since 1937. So,
yeah.
And that 4.9 liter V8, I mean, fires right up, just like you'd expect from a well-maintained car such as this.
Yeah, and it's just showing 60,762 miles.
Yep.
So we'll put a couple more miles on it, but less than 61,000 miles. Very original car.
Yeah, actually very unmolested.
Yeah.
Pretty well cared for. I mean, the interior's actually in very good condition.
The car spent most of his life in Florida.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, just recently made its way up here just for the time of sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
beautiful red, black leather interior.
Yeah. All your power latches on the top work like they should. So.
Yeah. Which you'll see in the walk around inspection video. We're waiting for a car in front of us. Oh, one thing that I do want to mention, because we might miss it in the walk around inspection because it's easily missed unless you're sitting in the passenger seat, but there's this piece of fabric that's just a little loose on the A-pillar that can be reattached.
Yeah, I mean, that V8, I mean, it pulls the Cadillac down the road with ease. Shifts through the gears pretty nice too.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
It is, yeah, actually, and actually for how small of a car it is, actually the ride's pretty nice. It rides like a Cadillac should.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of floats over the bumps. But yeah, right now we're cruising about 55 miles an hour. I do have a little bit of wind noise coming from behind me.
Yeah, I think most of mine is pretty much from behind me on the side, and then maybe in the far back.
That's kind of what I'm hearing. Which, I mean, for a convertible of this era, I don't think the wind noise is not out of line. I'd say it's about average, what you'd expect. But
if we weren't filming, we'd be top down. So
yeah, for sure.
We'd
But yeah, I mean, top up, I mean, the AC on this hot day is actually not having any issues keeping us nice and cool in here.
It does benefit from a new compressor.
It does, yeah.
Quite a bit of recent service.
It does, yeah. But yeah, I mean, right now, cruising about 60 miles an hour. She's straight as an arrow.
And about 1,800 RPMs at 60, so that 4-speed really comes into play when you're on the highway.
For sure. Yeah, it's nice having overdrive and something like this.
All your gauges appear to work right. Oil pressure, temp.
Yeah, like your entire digital dash looks like it works extremely well. Yeah, so you have Yeah, all your screens are new.
Now the driver information center screen,
Yeah, it's
not great.
It's missing some pixels.
Stereo screen, and it works very well.
Yes.
Haven't tried the CD or the cassette. It has cassette and CD, but the AM and FM radio works very well.
Yeah, it does. Actually, the
Wipers.
comes to a stop pretty nice. The brakes are working very well.
I think this is four-wheel disc.
I believe so. But yeah, I mean, it stops easy. I mean, just kind of big toe on the brake pedal, and she comes to a stop easy. Just kind of like you'd expect from like a luxury car from Cadillac.
Yeah. Power windows work.
Open up that 4.9 a little bit.
Actually has a really nice note to it.
It does.
It's deep.
Yeah, it has actually a pretty deep, throaty exhaust note.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pulled itself up to 60, no problem. Went through the gears, real nice. No issues there.
No funny noises in the suspension.
No. Yeah, no, it's a great driving little car.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it'd be a blast in the winter. I mean, it's pretty sporty. It's sportier than you'd expect from a 90s Cadillac for sure. But I mean, this isn't your typical 90s Cadillac. I mean, this was kind of a special deal, and I mean, all the bodies on these were actually shipped from Italy to the U.S. and then assembled in the U.S. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting history behind these Allantes, the design process that went into them.
Does our cruise work?
Good question. I have it on. Sure does.
Cruise works. Power mirrors. It's very nicely loaded.
Mine works.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's got a lot of nice power options. I mean, for a little two-seater convertible, I mean, it's pretty much all the options you'd ever want. I know my power seat works in all the directions.
Yeah, mine does too.
Yes.
Now mine does have that broken handle on the back for the
the full
lounge.
seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the only real major flaw.
No, the interior's pretty nice.
It is.
A little warp on the dash.
Yeah, I got a little
Very small at the end, but nice clean interior.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you're looking for a really nice and kind of unique part of Cadillac's history and Chevrolet or GM's history, I mean, this is a really neat car. I mean, it runs and drives extremely well, and you take it to your local cruise in and be pretty proud of it. So
top down, cross country. I mean, you can drive it anywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you definitely want to stick around for that walk around inspection. Show you what few flaws this car does have. But yeah, if you're in the market for just a fun two-seater convertible, you're definitely not going to want to miss out on this one. So yeah, stay tuned. So now that we're done with the test drive, we'll move on to the walk-around inspection portion of the test drive video. And like we said, this car does have just a little over 60,000 original miles, but it does have a little wear from being enjoyed over the years, and we'll point those things out. But we'll go ahead and get started. Coming into the driver's side of the windshield, actually the windshield is extremely clean and clear. You might have a couple really nitpicky stone chips, and really I'm only seeing, that's dust, yeah. Really only like one. You do have your beach parking tag from 2020, but coming down to the driver's side front fender, the fender itself is very straight. You do have, it's all dirt, but your Pininfarina badge is nice and bright and very good condition. Actually, the paint throughout's in very good condition. It shines very well. Dad's showing you a scratch there on the top of the fender. Front of the fender appears to be very clean. There's a nitpicky stone chip right at the front corner. Then your factory wheels are in very good condition. I'm just showing a hint of age and wear to them. They are wrapped in Primewell tires. They're dated to 2017. But coming across the driver's side of the hood, no real dense or heavy defects to note. That A little stone chip there. You do have two very minor touch-ups just on the front of the hood. We're coming down across the front of the car. Your bumper is nice and straight. No major dents to note. You do have a couple minor stone chips here and there in the front of the car, as you'd expect from a car with this kind of mileage.
There's a couple real minor dings in that trim.
And the stainless. But your grill's in very good condition. Just showing a hint of age. Both headlights are nice and clear.
Little paint touch up there. And there.
A couple minor touch-ups on the front of the hood. Coming down low on the passenger side of the bumper, you do have some paint loss down on the front spoiler and a good rub here on the front corner.
Rub.
Yeah, it kind of threw. But the passenger side front fender, you got a stone chip here. There's a minor defect in the paint right there. But the passenger side of the hood is very straight and clean, no heavy dents to know. I think there's a light scratch, about yay long, probably even be buffed out. But the rest of the passenger side fender is very clean. You do have kind of a scratch. It's fairly lengthy, and actually, it may buff off,
Yeah,
but it's lengthy. Might be into the paint a little bit.
Indent right here too.
Yeah, that kind of goes the length of the door. It's very light, but yeah.
You have to get it on the right light, the right angle.
To see it. Your passenger front wheel is in good condition. Again, do have some wear and age. The passenger side of the windshield's in very good condition, nice and clear. Actually get a great shot of the dash looking through the windshield. You can see it's just absent of any cracks or heavy warpage.
The sun, I don't know how well that's gonna come out, but
Passenger side mirrors in good condition. And the door, other than the defects we noted before, you got a handful of just light little scratches here, but nothing major. No heavy paint loss or heavy chips. Door handle's in good condition. Actually, all your passenger side glass is in very good condition. No chips or heavy scratches to note. And your canvas top's in very good condition. I got one little pinch mark here on the outside, but that's pretty much the only defect I'm seeing in the top. But coming inside the interior, you'll find a very well cared for interior, as you'd expect from a low ownership car such as this.
door's nice and clean. So is the door panel itself. Not really much wear to know. There might be a minor scratch right there. There might be a couple other real minor ones, but door jams. Your scuff plate, and a little bit of age on the Allante emblem. Paint's nice and good. Your seal around the door and the plastic portion of the back part of the scuff plate does have a little wear and some cracks. Your passenger side seat, the leather's in very good condition, showing very, very little age or wear. And your powered seat does work. That's the back. All the directions. And the carpet throughout is nice and rich and black. It's in very good condition. Passenger side of the center console. And the dash. The dash is nice and straight. No cracks. No warpage. The handle on the back of the passenger seat is broke, so
The cable's still
the
intact.
cable's still intact. This needs a handle put back on.
You do have to be kind of firm with the passenger door. It does close a little hard.
Does get a minor scratch there.
The corner itself is very straight. You just might have, there's a little stone chip there and a touch up here. Some minor defects to note, as well as a scratch right here. It's very minor, but worth pointing out. Passenger side rear wheel is in very good condition, showing a little less wear than the front.
And really, the defects we're showing on this car,
They're pretty minor.
yeah, you have to get pretty close to the car.
The rear glass windshield is in very good condition, nice and clear. I mean, across the trunk is all in very good condition.
You have a very minor indentation there with a little bit of scuffing. And then a paint chip.
Come across the rear, the trunk lid is in very good condition. Not really seeing anything to note. The rear taillights are in very good condition. You might have some minor, kind of like age, almost look like minor age and stress cracks in the plastic.
Cadillac, it's got a little age to it.
It does.
It's a little bit more aging to the passenger side of taillight.
But the bumper itself is very straight. They do have a little scratch, about an inch long, on the corner. Go ahead and get into the trunk. Push the struts, hold the trunk open just like they should. Bottom of your trunk lid's very clean. Nice, your carpet throughout the trunk's in very good condition. Looks like the trunk area has been sparingly used. You have your spare with your instructions. RPO tag is intact over there in the spare tire well. Yeah, you got your jack, your tire iron, actually both. Yeah. And the factory cinch latch works just like it should.
Yeah.
But coming into the driver's side quarter, along the bumpers, very clean. You do have a couple light scratches, and they're a little longer that follow the lower wheel well. And you do have
Up on top of the wheel well there too.
you got another real light one up here. I don't even think he's quite through the paint. So your driver's side rear wheel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, the rears are a little cleaner than the front.
A couple little paint chips there.
You get a couple little nicks here and there at the leading edge of the quarter. But the driver's side of the canvas top's in very good condition. No condition items to really note on this side. All your driver's side glass is in very good condition. Driver's side mirrors nice and clean. And your driver's door is nice and straight. Not seeing really any heavy defects. Now you do have a couple very nitpicky stone chips. Actually, that's just some dust there, but yeah, right there.
You have one little ding.
Just above the door handle. But come into the driver's side of the interior, you'll find it's very clean, just like the passenger side.
And all your buttons are even Nice and clean and clear. And on this side, the scuff plate, the plastic portion of the rear of the scuff plate, it's got a few more cracks than the passenger side. Your emblem's got a little bit of age, but there are some cracks through there. And your driver's side seat is in very good condition as well. Shows a little bit of age, which you would expect more on the driver's seat. There's no tears through, but there's a little bit of rubbing on that bolster. But your carpet, just like the passenger side, nice and rich, dark black. Your center console is in very good condition. You do have a little bit of vinyl loose right there by the ashtray. Nice clean ashtray. Coming into the driver's side of the dash area, your factory steering wheel's in very good condition. And again, Tyler's got the key, but your dash buttons, very nice and clear. There's your headliner on the convertible top. Now we can pull the seat forward. You can see the carpet is in very good condition behind the seats as well.
And then coming under the hood, you'll find a very factory unmolested engine compartment showcasing that awesome 200 horsepower, 4.5 liter V8. We'll go ahead and get on the Cadillac and fire up.
Put the iron fires right out. Make some noises. Show some lights with it. The headlights and running lights. Lights. Driver's side turn signal. Passenger side turn signal. Smoke out of the exhaust. Running lights. Brake lights. Driver's side turn signal, passenger side turn signal, reverse lights.
So now I'll go through how to operate the folding soft top.
The buttons are here behind the driver's seat, and there's actually a fourth button. I don't know if it's showing it or not, but it should be.
Got a rocker switch underneath the rear cover. Yeah, what you want to do is the front latch is powered, so you just hit the open until it releases that.
There's that front button there. Yep, right here. And then we open up the rear.
Hold that.
Pull that lever and it unlatches the rear. You
Yep.
hold the rear up. And it
Until
clicks
it latches.
in place with that latch there.
And then you want to open the rear cover. Pull that latch over there. This just folds up. And you grab the front, the top, fold it down in. And there are a couple cover panels. There's like a felted landing, which would be kind of hard to show you. Just underneath there. Yeah, they kind of sit in there, can't reach the other side, but then this just closes down on top of that.
So there's one on each side.
Yep, so just close down, it just holds that in place. And then, yeah, when you go to put the top back up, again, pull to release the cover. Take your filler plates out. Run the top back up. Close the cover. And you want to make sure too that rocker switch that runs your cinch latch. You want to have the latch all the way at the top. Disengage the latch for the rear glass and just bring it down. You don't have to slam it until it just catches.
And then that,
And then it'll draw the glass down.
and that's that fourth button that I showed you that's back here underneath the cover.
Then to close the front, you do need to put some pressure down in the middle of the windscreen and just hold it closed. But then it'll just pull that nice down, and then your top's up. If you're in the market for just a really nice driver, I mean, two-seater convertible, you don't want to break the bank. I mean, this is a really fun, sporty V8 powered convertible Cadillac. I mean, with all the power options you could ever want, and it's one that's going to look good at your local cruising, and you could be proud to show it. So, yeah, you definitely want to take a close look at this Cadillac Allante, Rock Solid Motorsports.